Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 12:4. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, this Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. To tell you what's happening today, I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. Join me on camera. Say happy holidays. Invite us to one of your events. Promote yourself if you're running a business, whatever. It's all great. It'd also be great if you share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what indeed is happening. So let me put on my specs and move my keyboard out the way and bring up my iPad. Let me get comfortable. Let me adjust this just a touch. There you go. Alrighty, so I am on the word page. Oh wait, big shout out to my aunt Emma. She died way back in '96. I used to always visit her. She lived in the Bronx, and I was young, visiting folks. At least I think I went at least once a year or once every couple of years. I would come down here I was living in Chicago, of course, where I was brought up. And then I would, fly out to New York, visit my aunt, my great aunt, in the Bronx, and then come down here to Durham and visit the folks down here, my aunt and my granddad. And those were good times. I really had real fun with Aunt Emma. If she were alive today, with this being her birthday, she would be 120 years old. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness. Anyway, good times, good times. It's really, I guess the older you get, the more you really appreciate family as they, drop off, so to speak, through the years. And it's just really fun to just remember them without any real sadness, because I mean she lived a great life and I really enjoyed hanging with her because she was definitely the fun great aunt. So let me continue. I'm going to take up your whole afternoon with old memories, but I am on the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by a local government and also local nonprofits. So just go up and down the page, see what you can sign up for, and also see if you can find a place find a place to volunteer for. That would be cool too. Now usually at this time I'm promoting the LEAP program, the low income energy assistance program. The funding is not there. I don't know if we're going to get help or not. I really don't know. This is that program where the county DSS, they will make like one payment on your behalf to Duke Energy or whoever you're getting your heat from, and it helps low income people. I was benefiting from it. Uh, I don't know. I was interviewed yesterday, ABC TV. I was on the news last night talking about my worries about the LEAP program, and I hope the funding comes through. I just really think that we're being toyed with by the big wigs in D.C. They have a very interesting and very palpable streak of real. I don't want to just use the word evil. It's so easy to say evil. Just mean. Just mean. It's really. Anyway, let me continue. Not trying to get political, just saying. Let me continue with the word page. Guess I'm feeling kind of loose because I'm just remembering Aunt Emma and all the fun we used to have. We would take anyway. I was gonna say we take the train all over the place. Let me continue. Old memories. Okay, so today is what, Thursday? All right, let's look to see what's happening with Durham Tech, where you can learn how to be an entrepreneur. But I do need to mention, with it being Thursday, that means that the Durham County libraries are all open until 6. And then they they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. I should have had some water right before starting the show. Because, with it being wintertime now, the air is really, really dry. And I turned off most of my dehumidifiers. But yeah, the air is really dry in here. Oh, don't forget to vote. City of Durham participatory budgeting. It ends this weekend where we get to decide as regular folks, regular. Um, oh, I'm getting a notice. Wait a minute. The connection has been lost with LinkedIn. Let me just connect that. Reconnect. Okay, let's see if that's going to work. It's hard to do a show when you have a gigantic red exclamation point. I guess it's okay now. Okay. Let me continue. So we get to decide, those of us who are age 13 plus, we get to help decide how the money's spent next year. So the way it works, and I haven't voted yet, I'm still thinking about, they give you all these choices, and I think you get to choose your favorite five. And I'm still thinking about it. So you go ahead and go to go to Durham Skywriter, go to the word page, and then scroll down to City of Durham participatory budgeting. I have a link right there. Just click on it, and you can vote in English or Spanish, which is really thoughtful. Okay, by this weekend. Okay, let me continue. Oh, Durham Tech Small Business Center, and hopefully maybe if enough people speak up, maybe the funds will be loosened for LEAP. This is the world's richest country, and the money's there. Anyway, looking for Durham Tech. There is so much on this page, it's taking hours. There it is. So, Durham Tech Community College's Small Business Center is downtown. Now, there are no classes being held the rest of the week that are in person. So, I'm going to tell you about classes that are being held online, and they're on Zoom. They're really fun. The teachers are always business folks, and they are totally like specialists. They're knowledgeable on their topics. These workshops are free and they're live, which is what I like because that means that you can ask questions, and that means they can really tailor what they're saying to your particular situation. So let's see. Today is the 4th. Okay. So there are obviously no class. Usually there are no classes on Friday. So let me tell you what's going on today. There's a class from 6 until 7:30 applying for business loans and using business credit. I guess that's if you're just getting started or if you're looking to boost your business. Here's another one from 6 until 8, using free Canva to develop marketing and social media content online and offline. So, Canva, if you don't already know, it is a graphics program and it's powerful. It's simple, but it's powerful. There's a free version, so they're letting you know what you can do with the free version. The pro version, you just have access to um, more of their tools, so to speak. But there's so much you can do with the free version. So I tried it out for free and I went ahead and paid for the pro because it was so incredibly powerful. What you can do with Canva, just to let you know and to encourage you to take this class. Again, it's from 6 until 8 on Zoom. Got the link right there on the word page. You can do ads. I use Canva for my ads. Ads, you can design anything, flyers. Now, if you're into social media, they have templates, so you don't have to worry about the size at all. You just say, I want to do an Instagram post. I want to do a YouTube video. I want creating like a thumbnail for your YouTube video. You might say, I want to do a Facebook post or story or whatever, and it'll always be the right size. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. If you don't know about Canva, I highly recommend it. Highly. And again, that's from 6 until 8. And the last class here is create a Wix website that shines. And that is also from 6 until 8. And I actually use Wix for the Durham Skywriter website. It's great for someone like me who's not the most technical person you've ever met. So it's drag and drop. I know the most popular is, what is the name of that website builder? Can't think of the name right now. But Wix is so easy. It's like you click on it, you drag it down, and you can choose the different fonts. It's very simple and very necessary for someone like me that's running a newspaper with several pages where I've embedded videos and this and that, and graphics and whatnot. It's important for me to have something that is easily used and understandable. So, highly recommend Wix. So, you can check that out tonight from 6 until 8. All righty. Might as well check Score since I'm here. And Score is downtown in downtown Durham. They serve Durham, Chapel Hill, I think Pittsburgh, and other surrounding towns. They also help us to become better business people. And they have classes in person and online. So let's see what's going on with, and they have mentors, by the way. If you need a mentor, check out Score. Let's see. Today is oh, they do have something today. It is called Simple Steps for Starting Your Business Number One, and it's $10. It's from 5:30 until 7:30. So most of their workshops are free, but every now and then they will charge $10 because they have gotten, I guess they're federally funded or whatever, and they're getting less funding. So they're choosing certain classes to charge for, and I hope you don't mind that. So that's why you have to pay $10 for this particular class. Not all the classes are being, you don't have to pay for so far. So I do hope that funding increases and things improve for SCORE because they take great pride in offering wonderful services for little to no money. All right, let's go to the let's see. Oh, you know what's going on today? Okay. So Toxic Free NC, their office is in downtown Durham. You might have heard about this, where lead was discovered in the soil in and around certain parks here in Durham, which include Lyon Park, Walltown, Northgate Park, East Durham, East End. That is why you will see protective fencing to keep people out. They're trying to figure out what to do because lead um, it can be dangerous if a child is playing in lead contaminated dirt and somehow like maybe they might bite their nails whatever and somehow get the lead into their system. That's really bad. It can cause loss of brain function, and it's really bad for the children especially. So they're trying to figure out what to do about that. So right now they are hoping that people who live real close to any of these parks, because it's not like lead is just in these parks and then you cross the street and everything's cool. It could be that certain households that are close to these parks also might have lead in their soil. So if you live very close to these parks, they have been collecting soil samples. Like last month, they collected soil samples from households near Walltown, Lyon Park, and Northgate. So today, from 5 until 7, they want homeowners who live near the East Durham area, in and around where the Holton Career and Resource Center is, which is at 401 North Driver Street. So read the article on the word page under Toxic Free and see, especially if you live around Holton, and see if you can go ahead and get some soil samples to the team there. They will be meeting at, let's see, yeah, you can drop off your soil samples at Holton. So if you live in East Durham, they definitely want to hear from you. They want to see if they can get some soil samples and make sure that your kids are not playing in lead contaminated soils. Very important. Very important. I don't know if you remember when lead was in the gasoline that we put in our cars and also in the paint that we used to paint our houses. I remember back in the 70s, they stopped using lead. And so you had a choice of lead free or regular gas. I think it's still that way. I think we can still make that choice if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, it's very important to stay away from lead. Lead is no longer in the paints. I think it's still in certain industrial paints, but they don't want us homeowners, since we don't know what to do. Usually, when encountering lead, we don't handle paint like the professionals. So, as far as residential level paint, like what you get from Lowe's, Home Depot, yeah, no lead in those paints. All righty, let's see what else is happening. I'm going to go to the To Your Health page. There you go. All righty. Now, there's a lot on this page, but today's Thursday, so let me tell you about NAMI Durham. NAMI stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And on Thursdays, they hold the Stress and Anxiety Support Group for African Americans, because a lot of us kind of try to push down when we suffer these microaggressions that sometimes happen throughout the day. And it's very important to talk these things out, get some resources for dealing with them, and just get it off your chest, basically. So, someone there from NAMI Durham will be there to guide the conversation and to offer resources. So, the Stress and Anxiety Support Group for African Americans meets online on Zoom. Got the link right there on the To Your Health page. So you go to durhamskywriter.com and then go to the To Your Health page. And then this will be from 7 until 8:30. And what is discussed in the room stays right there in the room. Okay, let's look for blood drive so that we can save lives by donating blood. So let's see what the American Red Cross is up to. Oh, okay. They're taking some time off. It looks like they're not going to be doing any more blood drives until next Friday, December 12th. Okay, so we'll check with Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Blood Connection, that's only until 12:30. Okay, unless you're right there, the Museum of Life and Science, or like 2 minutes away. Yeah, they're only going to be there until 12:30. But yeah, the Blood Connection is at the Museum of Life and Science. They were there since 9:30, and it's until 12:30. The address is 433 West Murray Avenue. And again, if you happen to be there, fine. Okay, and their next blood drive isn't until next Thursday, the 11th. Okay, so we'll take them up on that offer to come back. Now I'm going to go to the top of the page, click on the Health Events button, which takes us to the Health Events page. Let's check with December 4. Right, the American Dance Festival. They have brought back these free classes they've been offering to people with Parkinson's disease and also their care partners. So today, from 2 until 3, they're going to have the PWR Moves, Parkinson's Wellness Recovery session. So this is a movement session to help you gain more mobility and more control over your movements as a Parkinson's person. So you and your care partner, again, this is totally for free today, 2 until 3. And the American Dance Festival, they run the ADF Scripps Studios, 721 Broad Street on the second floor. They do have an elevator. And the parking lot is like right there. It's like right next to the building, so you don't have to walk too far. Now, if you can't make it, maybe it's too cold, you don't have a car today or whatever, that's fine. Tomorrow, the American Dance Festival will be offering the virtual dance for Parkinson's on Zoom, and that will be tomorrow from 11 until 12:15. All right, and now let's go to the Senior Scope page. Very happy to say, let's see if I have it close on hand here. Yeah, they have the schedules at the front desk at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Pick mine up. There you go. Picked it up, and I was able to transfer as much information as I could possibly do on the Senior Scope page under Durham Center for Senior Life. So let me tell you what's happening here. Oh, by the way, there's a new page in Durham Skywriter. It's the resource page. See that red there, the red R? When you go to the Senior Scope page, you can click on that R, and it'll take you to a page called Support Programs for People with Dementia and caregivers, and is courtesy of the North Carolina Registry for Brain Health. So you might want to explore that page and see what help you can get. And again, you might find a place to volunteer for if that's what you're looking for. Okay, let's see. Oh, there is a new program being implemented by the Durham Center for Senior Life, which, by the way, is at 406 Rigsby Avenue. It's downtown. They have their own parking lot, free membership. They've got workout rooms. They've got a computer lab. What else do they have? They've got a theater. They show movies. It's a great place to hang out. So, if you're older, 55 plus, they have a new program, the Weekend Frozen Meals Program. So participants can get 2 meals per week, which is picked up by your loved one, or if it's you who needs. Actually, let me put it this way. Let me address it to the people who might be picking up the food for the loved ones in their family who are older and impaired. Here's the thing. This is specifically for people who are, by description, it sounds like people who might have maybe like Alzheimer's or something like that. So to be eligible, it's not for someone like me. I mean, I'm out driving, I'm running around doing whatever. This is actually for people who have trouble with bathing, dressing, toileting, walking, um, and then the more technical things like managing finances, transportation, trouble with medications, communication, meal prep, housekeeping. So it sounds like people who are older, but also impaired with their ability to do what they need to do. So they're the ones who are going to be getting 2 meals per week. So hopefully you or whoever can pick up these meals on Fridays at 12:30 for your loved one who needs the help. So I think it's really nice. So you can go ahead and contact the support services specialist, and I have the email address and the extension number, which is 141. Hey, Malachi's here. Hey, Malachi. Malachi's saying, I'm so excited to see you tomorrow at the dance. Yes, the Frozen Ball is tomorrow for people with developmental disabilities tomorrow at Lyon Park, 6:30 until 8:30. That's going to be so fun. I am so looking forward to it. I've been playing, how many years have I? It's been several years, even pre-COVID. Oh my goodness. It's been years. I've been playing at Lyon Park for quite a while. So I am really looking forward to it. And I don't care if it rains tomorrow. I will be there. And Malachi, I hope you told Skylar that you and some of your friends are going to come because he was worried. He said a lot of people didn't sign up and he didn't know if he had to cancel it or what. So, yeah, hopefully, yeah, tell Skylar, please, if you haven't done so already. So, yeah, Malachi, that is tomorrow, 6:30 until 8:30. All right. Now, let's see what else is on the. Okay, I was checking Senior School, Durham Center for Senior Life. Okay. So, their new weekend frozen meals program. So, you know about that now. Okay, now let's check to see what's happening on a typical Thursday afternoon. Afternoon bingo at 1 o'clock. Also, open painting studio from 1 until 3. Go ahead and do some painting or whatever. Learn how to use your technology by attending Connect Tech, which is at 1:30. And then Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Acrylic painting at 4. And then Pinochle from 5 until 7, and Kings in the Corner from 5 until 7. Both of those are card games. And now you know the center is open late on Tuesdays and Thursdays, open until at least 7:30. So if you want to go after work, if you're still working, you can go after work, play some cards, get a workout in, whatever. So like I said, it's a great place. Let's see, the fitness center and the tech lab are both open for drop-ins. Like I said, after work, you can stop by. So from 5 until 7:15, you can get your workout in, or you can go to the tech lab and do some computer work, check your emails or whatever. They're also going to have cardio and more with Shanta Wright at 5:30. Now tomorrow morning, they're going to have muscle pump at 8:40. The DCSL Walking Club meets at 9. They do some walking together. The open art studio is from 9 until 12:30, so you can spend the whole morning doing art. Ping pong at 10, and then Tai Chi for arthritis and falls prevention. Tai Chi is really, I heard that it's really great. In fact, I had my wellness check at Lincoln this week, and I was told that Tai Chi is really good. It's like, it's not like building like muscle. It's not like that, but it's like, I'm going to make it sound like that's bad. You know what I mean is, it's like it's building strength, not muscle. Balance, uh, directed movement, because you need to um, learn how to not fall, and that's by being stronger. So that's what he was telling me. So Tai Chi might be something that you might want to check out, especially if you're worried about falling, because sometimes falls, one bad fall can end your freedom. If you're older, if you know, you know. Just saying. Now they're going to have movies tomorrow, or a movie tomorrow, because on Fridays they've got the Friday matinee. Like I just said, they have their own theater. So at 12:30, with free popcorn, you can watch "It's a Wonderful Life." And I remember seeing that movie when I was a kid. That's a good movie. That's a real holiday classic. Now let me check for the special events. Let's see. So I told you about Connect Tech at 1:30. Told you about that. Now tomorrow they're going to have a DCSL Eats cooking demo, and that's going to be from 9:30 until 10:30, and that's hosted by the Durham Cooperative Extension. The topic of the day will be nutrition, education, and cooking demo. And again, that's at 9:30. Usually it says here that you have to register, but um, they're not saying that anymore. So I guess you can just come through. 9:30. There you go. Another thing happening tomorrow at noon, they're going to have a piano concert, a holiday piano concert featuring concert pianist Ruth Darling Haight. So that should be really nice. That's going to be tomorrow at noon. That should be really fun. All righty. Oh, don't forget, if you're living north, you might want to check out the Little River Senior Center. They are independent. They're at 8305 North Roxborough Road in Bahama. They have a nice, tight knit group. They do things together. They have classes, they have activities, they have their own gym. So you can bring your basketball and just bounce around, have all kinds of fun. They're open from 8:30 until like 1-ish. They have free lunch at 11:30. So you might want to check it out. If you've been going downtown, you can keep going downtown. But if you're living north and you're like, I don't feel like driving all the way downtown, let me just hop over to Bahama and check out the Little River Senior Center. They would definitely welcome you because they also have free membership. All right, let us now go to the Let's Go calendar of events page. And let's see what's going on today here in the Bull City. Let me scroll down to December 4. There we are. Okay. Let's see. This afternoon. I forgot. I wanted to go to this. Usually it's on the fourth Thursday. I missed it. It's going on right now. The Religious Coalition for Nonviolent Durham's Community Luncheon Roundtable. It's going on right now. I forgot. But mm, anyway, it's going right now and will end at 1 o'clock at at Elizabeth Street, UMC, 1209 North Elizabeth Street. I know they don't mind people coming in late, but that's too late. Half hour. Mm. Anyway, nobody's perfect. It's all good. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, the Durham Bulls Festival of Lights is going on every single day through January 3rd. That does include Sundays. This is where at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, 409 Blackwell Street, if you don't know, um, from 5:30 until 9, it's like a winter wonderland. They've got the lights, they've got the twinkling lights synchronized to holiday music. They've got all these great activities for kids. Take the little ones. They can take the NC by Train Holiday Express. They've got the Holiday Craft Zone, a place to write letters to Santa, and a place to post the letters. Also, they have fire pits where you can make s'mores. You can meet Santa. You can meet Wool E. Claus, which I'm sure is Willie Bull with the Santa Claus outfit. Anyway, I'm sure that's great. They've got a scavenger hunt, Christmas tree alley, and you can take a thrilling ride on the holiday slide. All of this for $12 each person. You can get tickets during the day if you happen to work downtown, or you can just drive downtown real quick to the box office. They're open on weekdays, 9 to 5. This event, you could also get tickets online if you don't want to go in person. That's fine. And there are tickets available every single day. But the event is from 5:30 until 9. All right. Now, if you love to perform, the Durham Savoyards, they'll be hosting auditions for Gilbert and Sullivan. They specialize in Gilbert and Sullivan plays. So they're going to have a comic opera. They'll be putting it on soon, I guess. It's called Princess Ida. So they're having the auditions today from 6 until 9 at the Durham Arts Council downtown, 120 Morris Street. If you can't make the audition in person, they also accept video auditions because they're modern. So you can click for more information. Got the link for you right there on the Let's Go page. It's a little cool out, but the Fleet Feet Pony Run continues to and from Ponysaurus Durham. That's at 219 Hood Street. So it'll start there, and it'll, you run the whatever the route is or route. You could actually choose to run either 3 miles or 5. It's all up to you. And then it ends at Ponysaurus as well. You're running at your own pace, and it's free, so you might want to check that out. They'll run from approximately 6:15 until 8:30. So they're starting out in the dark. You might want to wear one of those head lantern things. You might want to check that out. Party of One, they have a free line dance class at W.D. Hill, which is at 1308 Fayetteville Street, and that starts at 6:30. Now this is sad, but still, life isn't all about happiness and joy. But Jewish for Good at 1937 West Cornwallis Road and the Holocaust Speakers Bureau, they're co-hosting an evening with the youngest survivor of Mengele's experiments. So, you've heard of Josef Mengele and the atrocities. So you can hear about someone who survived and apparently was the youngest survivor, or is the youngest survivor. So this will be at Jewish for Good, 1937 West Cornwallis Road at 7 o'clock. Tickets are 18. You can hear her story, how she survived. I guess what she's doing now, I'm sure she's doing work to help people heal and to learn more about the Holocaust. No one will be turned away. If you don't have the money, if you don't have $18 and you really want to hear the story, they won't turn you away. But tickets are, officially $18. So you can click for more information and to make your ticket purchase if you can. Okay, now this is interesting. The Enigma Theater Company, they're performing a Southern Christmas Carol, a reframing of a classic tale set in the American South. Interesting. That's going to be at Shadowbox Studio, 2210-D, Dominion Street. That's going to be today and tomorrow at 7. Oh, so it's going to be at the Shadowbox Studio today and tomorrow at 7. And then it's going to be at the Night School Bar, which is at 719 North Mangum Street on Sunday at 1. So you can click for more information and click to get tickets, etc., etc. Admission is sliding scale, 15 suggested if you have it. And some of the proceeds will benefit Siembra NC. The Life Skills Foundation, they're hosting the Jingle Jam 2025 Shine Bright. That is this evening at 7 o'clock at the Durham Arts Council. Again, 120 Morris Street. So they're going to have festive music, dancing, appetizers, beverages, a photo booth, and more at this holiday themed fundraiser. And the Life Skills Foundation, what they do is that they provide a safe and supportive environment where emerging adults facing homelessness can gain the skills that they need to become self sufficient. So they don't end up homeless and they can get everything together, get into school, work, etc. So they could live a good life. So tickets are 50 and you can click for more information to buy your ticket. Or if you can't go in person because you just got a lot of things going on, then you can make a donation if you can't go in person. I know they really appreciate that. Now, tomorrow, line dancing with Jitterbug. You got to learn all the latest line dances for the holiday season, for the parties, etc. So, Angela Jeter will be running this class at the IR Homes Senior, also known as Campus Hills Recreation Center, 2000 South Austin Avenue. That's tomorrow from 9 until 10. It's $4, $3 if you're a senior. And again, this is at Campus Hills. It's for beginners on up. Now, if you are in need, the Salvation Army of Durham, which is at 909 Liberty Street, they're going to be having Free Food Friday tomorrow. Basically, it's where you're getting food. Sometimes they have drinks, snacks. Sometimes they have hygiene items. Sometimes even pet food. So that's going to be tomorrow from 10 until noon. And if you want to volunteer, they'll probably want you there by 8. But give them a call first to see if they need you because it is the holiday season and sometimes different businesses, they lend out their employees for various projects in December. So give them a quick call and see if you can get in on that. And that's going to be tomorrow at 909 Liberty Street. Now, tomorrow is, I didn't mention it for today. So today and tomorrow are the last 2 days of TriWest Network's Christmas toy store setup and donation drop off. This is where we, Durhamites, donate things for children to Bragtown Baptist Church. That's where the TriWest Network will be picking up everything that's donated. Bragtown Baptist Church is at 3218 North Roxborough Street. So again, today and tomorrow, the last 2 days, basically from 10 until 1. What they're looking for are toys for the kiddies. They're looking for shoes, all the different sizes from infants all the way up to high school. Toys, clothing, stocking stuffers. If you if you don't have kids or you don't know what kids like, you just haven't been around kids for a while, then you can go ahead and make a monetary donation, and then they'll take your money and they'll make the purchases themselves for the little ones. The families have already been chosen, low-income families. So basically, they're just looking for us to help provide the gifts for the kids. Okay. The Friday co-working and networking social, that's continuing at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that's downtown at 545 Foster Street, where freelancers, entrepreneurs, remote workers who are working in total isolation, they get to work around people for a change. So the Glass Jug has set up an area where you can work from noon until 4. And again, that's 545 Foster Street, totally for free. And then from 4 until 5, you get to meet your new co-workers, make new friends, see what they're about. You might even form a partnership with one or two of them if you have related businesses. You never know. So that's always fun. So that's going to be tomorrow from noon until 5 at the Glass Jug Beer Lab downtown. Let's see, that's at 4:30. Yeah, so that's it. They're going to have Santa Paws at the Durham Armory tomorrow. So you might want to check out the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com to read about that. So let's check on the weather. I know it's cold out right now. So let's do our intro and then get into the weather. It is 50 oh, it's not so bad. So it was in the it was in the 40s a few minutes ago. So now it's 50. So we've made 50. Yes. The high today will be 52. And it seems like the sun's trying to come out, although it says that it's going to be cloudy all day. But the sun's trying to come out. I can tell for sure. Um, Sunset is at 5:01. Wow. So cloudy today, but no rain. It looks like if it does rain, it'll start at 3 in the morning. Okay. So tomorrow, the high is only going to be 41. Oh my goodness. 41 degrees tomorrow is the high with a 90% chance of rain. So bundle up. That's all I have to say. Let's look ahead to the weekend. Saturday, 49 and cloudy. It's like today. Okay. And then Sunday, 52, 40% chance of rain. Okay. Looking ahead to next week, 40s and 50s. Totally 40s and 50s. Yeah. So we should all expect that by now, right? So let me just check real quick. Let me check Chicago. I'm actually going to Chicago for my 70th birthday uh, next week. So it's 20 degrees in Chicago right now. Their high is 23. Let's check New York. New York is, oh, okay. New York is 41, high of 42. Okay. But very windy. Now I know Chicago, I just heard from my friend Blanche yesterday. So Chicago has somehow got 7 to 8 inches of snow when I wasn't looking, and it's still on the ground. It looks like it's going to snow. It's going to snow all week next week. Oh my goodness! The highs in Chicago are only going to be like lower 20s, mid 30s. Yeah, we're in much better shape here in Durham for sure. So, like I said, today is 50 right now, going up to 52. So that is it for today's show. I do hope that you have a beautiful afternoon. If you're going to be running errands, last minute errands for the week, banking, grocery shopping, checking on folks, your elders or whatever, you might want to do that today because it looks like tomorrow's going to be a little rough. So, with that, enjoy the day, and I will see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.